Welcome back. You're watching NewsX. My name is Vineet. Union Home Minister Amit Shah prepares to table the FCRA Amendment Bill in what could be one of the biggest legislative flashpoints of this monsoon season and session. The bill, first introduced back in March, seeks to overhaul the Foreign Contribution Regulation Act of 2010, with the government calling it a landmark push for greater transparency and accountability in how foreign funds enter the country. Among its key provisions, a new designated authority to seize and dispose of assets of NGOs whose licenses lapse, and a reduction in penalty terms from 5 years to 1. Well, before we open this conversation with our guests, let's take a look at the big developments in the FCRA bill, the math and the difference between the old and the new bill, and then of course we get into a conversation with our guests on the panel right here on NewsX this evening. FCRA Bill 2026. The big move: organization ceases to have FCRA certificate if cancelled by the government. A lot of our licenses, as you remember, were cancelled in the last few years. A lot of them took it to court as well. Big move number 2 creates designated authority for management and disposal of foreign contribution and assets which the government felt was being misused and was also anti-state. Maximum penalty for violation reduced from 5 years to 1 year, which is of course a kind of a let up for a lot of these NGOs. The cessation of FCRA certificate will lead to loss of assets as well. So this is of course a big motivation for these NGOs to keep the FCRA, and the organization cannot exit FCRA and the framework without losing its assets as well. Big move number 6, assets can be transferred to ministries, departments, authorities, state of center authorities as well, and entities not registered with center with FCRA certificate must obtain prior permission to operate under this license. These are some of the big moves, and of course assets created only partially by foreign contribution will also be subject to vesting as well. This is obviously a big announcement. There's assets which have been bought by this money is obviously going to be under scrutiny, and the government can take them. India's FCRA math: registration active at this point in time 14,437, cancelled, which happened over the last 12 years, is 22,496, expired somewhere close to 15,000. Foreign contributors from 2019 to 2020, 16,000 crores to almost 19,000 crores. So it's not that the contribution has come down, it's only gone up, regardless of the fact that a lot of these licenses were cancelled and some of them expired. Before, license expiry led to retention of foreign funds. Allowed registration for religious work without limitation, bars foreign contribution from funding religious conversions as well. That's been one of the biggest relief for the government to in fact look into FCRA, because a lot of times allegations were made that conversions were happening, foreign money was being diverted to sort of misalign this contribution that was coming from offshore countries. Ambassador Bhaspati